All right? We're gonna go ahead and go through some dynamic movements. They evolved from the last one, if you're familiar with the old videos. But anyway, let's go ahead and come on to the mat. So these dynamic movements are a combination. They're a combination of dynamic stretches, you have mobility, and you have strengthening, right? Resistance exercises. So they go in the order of succession, right? So there's tons of different ways you can modify these. Do whatever you need to do. However you need to break it down, break it down. Do you know what I mean? If you're doing squats and your knees hurt, don't go down that far. Stay above any pain. If you're not able to do press-ups, go on your knees. Just find out a simple way to do it. I'm not gonna go through all of this in that video. Maybe another time I'll do modifications, but just be safe. So normally we're gonna start with a light jog. So you could do that in place, or you could do that moving around. Whatever you're able to do. But for the convenience of this video, we're gonna do the jog in light place. 30 seconds, all right? Go ahead, begin. Let the arms move. All right, lovely. We're gonna go into our arm circles. So, feet about hip width apart, soften up the legs, relax the knees. Let's just go ahead and make some big circles, right? So aiming for about 10 to the front, and then 10 to the back. So you don't have to do it too fast, just go through it. Try to get full range of movement. If you're not able to go this wide, that's fine. Start with smaller circles over here, that's cool. Release. Let's go ahead and come down as we go into butterfly. So here on these butterflies, we're gonna pull the soles of the feet into the groin, interlock the fingers, and we're just gonna go ahead and flutter for 50 counts. So you're bringing the legs all the way towards the arms and then back down. Keep the shoulders pulling down. Once again, make sure that you're getting complete range of movement. Bring the legs all the way down towards the geb, and bring the arms, and bring the legs all the way towards the arms, right, to touch. All right, lovely. Okay, let's go ahead into, so that was just butterfly flutters. We're gonna go into folding adat. So we're gonna start off from standing. So we're gonna do this together. If this is your first time watching the video, that's all fine. You can just watch it and then go through the poses after. But what we're gonna do, we're gonna basically go into a forward bend. We're gonna walk forward, and then we're gonna lower our hips towards the ground, lifting our chest and our head, coming into adat. And then we're going to go in reverse. All right, we're gonna do a total of 5 of those. All right, let's go. With the breath as always, so you start with inhale up, raise the arms up, exhale, folding forward, all right? Let's go. So we want to just move through this. Don't go too slow like you're doing yoga, but remember these are dynamic stretches, so just get through that movement, right? Safely. All right, lovely. Going to standing. We're going to move on to our forward and back bends. So I'll go through back bends real quick because it's very important. When you're bending back, I want you to make sure that you have your legs straight. You push your hips forward, right? Legs are straight. And then you bend back. Don't just throw yourself back or have your legs bent and then lean back thinking that you're doing a back bend, but it's just creating an illusion, right? So legs straight, shift the hips forward, and then reach back. We're going into a back bend. We don't keep our arms straight like this. Separate them more into a Y, more opening for the chest. Bend back, drop the head back, all right? So we're going through 5 of these. We do these a little slower. Let's go. Speed it up a little bit more. All right. Inhale up and release. That's great. So we're going to go into our trunk twist right now. Heels together, feet in a V, arms out to a 45 degree, and just go ahead and swing. Rotate from one side to the next, or twist. Exhale each direction you're going in. It's an out, exhalation out the mouth. Allow the head to turn in the same direction you're rotating in. See how I'm maintaining my arms at a 45 degree? So I don't just allow my arms to wrap around my body. All right. So that was just trunk twist. We're going into side bends. Let's go have our feet 2 to 3 inches apart, feet facing forward. Soften up the legs a little bit. Inhale, raise the arms up. Don't have the arms so straight. So we're just going to lean from one side to the next. See, I don't have my arms too straight. I'm allowing them to bend at the joints. I'm tilting my head in the same direction I'm going in. Just lightly opening. Inhale up, reach high. And exhale, release. We're going to go into scorpions now. So we know that we're going to do that down on the mat. We're going to lay down onto our stomach, bring our arms out into a T, so bringing our hands in line with the shoulders, turn the head one side, and the same side that we're turning that head, we're going to use that leg, swing that leg up, Bend that leg and bring it towards the opposite hand. Might not understand me right now, but once you see me come down, you get it. So let's go ahead and come down onto our mat. All right, we're gonna start with our right leg. So we're gonna turn our face to the right. So hands out to the side. And what we're gonna aim to do, we're gonna go for a total of, Total of 10, 5 on each side. So we're not gonna do it so slow, right? Let's go. Doing the best to keep the chest down. Lovely. When you finish, let's go ahead and come up. We're gonna go into our butt kicks. So I don't want to give too much information right now. I just want you to get through it. Like I said before, another talk, we'll go into all the reasons that we do each and every one of these, all right? But let's just get some movement going in. So butt kicks, heels flicker into the butt. You're not gonna be moving your knees forward. You're just gonna flick your heels to the back. Begin, 30 seconds. Lovely. All right. So moving on to leg swings. Yeah. So we went from warming up the front of the thighs to now we're gonna go into the glutes and the hamstrings. So alternate arm, alternate leg. So we're gonna start with let's go ahead and start with our left. So left arm swinging up, kicking our right foot. Right? But you want to get your foot as high as you can and just bring the hand down to meet that. So you're not bringing the arm around to the side, bring the arm all the way around close to the ear, if able. So we're going for, should be 10. Yeah, let's go for about 10. So depending if you don't really have too much balance, you can start with one leg behind you, that kicking leg behind you, so you already have a nice stance. You can just do one side if you need to, but I'm gonna do alternate, all right? Let's go. All right, so that was an exhale as I was kicking up. Right. So we're gonna move on to push-ups. 10 push-ups, stick with whatever variation you need to do, right? We're aiming for 10. If full press-ups are too easy for you, then come all the way down each time, allow the chest to touch the ground, hold for 1, and then press up slowly for 3 seconds. So you can make it harder if you need to, if you feel like it's too easy for you. But I want you to exhale when you're pressing up. Keep the body straight. So don't feel any way about changing midway. If you started on in full length push-ups and you need to drop to your knees midway, just go ahead and do that, that's fine. All right, so we're going on to squats, 10 squats. You know I like to do the low squats. Let's go ahead and separate the feet a little more. And we're gonna come all the way down as you exhale. And then inhale up. Keep the chest more upright. So even though you see me coming down this low, if you have injuries, don't. Stay above any pain. And be able to tell the difference between joint pain or injury pain and just you being weak at something and the muscles being activated. And you're having to work through that burn. I lost count, but you were supposed to do 10. Let's call that it. We're going into leg raises now. So lay down flat onto your back. So Emily, I want you to do another variation of leg raises. So I want you to switch from legs bent, and then another one, legs bent and heels lifted off the ground. And you're just coming down, lightly touching and coming down, right? So Emily's gonna be doing some modifications, some easier ones, and I'm gonna do full leg raises. Begin, let's go for 10. Your arms alongside the body. Go ahead and bring your feet all the way down each time, Emily. If you want a different level of challenge, you can keep your feet 5 inches above the ground, hold for about 3 seconds, and then come back up. So there's always ways to step it up or to make it simpler. Simplify it. All right, release. We're going into pyramid press. So pyramid press, we bring ourselves in pyramid. Pyramid, our heels are gonna be flat. And then what we're gonna do, we're gonna bend our arms, right? Bend our arms so we focus on our shoulders. But what you're gonna do, you wanna make sure that you don't turn it into a push-up, but you keep pressing in that diagonal upward line. You know what I'm saying? So this is what it's gonna look like. Bring my crown down and press back up. So I'm not coming down this way and then changing into a press up and coming up. I'm staying in this diagonal line. My crown's coming down and I'm pressing right back. All right? Let's go ahead, carry on. If you started already, aim for 10. Try to bring your crown all the way down if able. If you're not able to bring your crown all the way down to touch the ground, then come down as low as you can, but you're focused on bending the arms. More down here. Yeah. And then press back that way. Yeah. Keep going. So So if you see me keeping her here in the diagonal line, she's trying to come back into more of a press-up line. So come down diagonally. Think about your hands pressing down, go that way. Now come down. And then go back, same way. That's the way you go back. Press back. Use it. Now you're using the shoulders. One more. Nice. All right. So that was pyramid press. You know, a lot of times, especially in like our yoga, you know, unless we're doing arm balances or some things, but some of us don't have arm balances in us to get there. This is a great way to start to develop some of that shoulder strength if you're not using any other external weights. Now we're going into Supermans. So Supermans, we go for 10. So coming down flat onto the stomach. So I have my arms extended out in front of me. Not so straight, but still relaxed, right? And I'm gonna lift my chest, head and arms away from the ground, keeping the feet down. I'm gonna hold that up position for about 2 seconds, then come down and do it again. Let's go. Lovely. Once you do that, you can go ahead and roll all the way back, stretch it out, bring the glutes towards the heels, extend the arms. Let's go ahead and do this for about 5 seconds. All right, so we're going into our single leg deadlifts, okay? So what we're basically gonna do is, we're gonna start with our left leg. While, at the same time that the upper body is coming down, one of the legs is coming up, you know? It's like a teeter-totter. So if you wanna keep your arms down alongside the body, that's fine. If you wanna start from the leg that's not lifting, being slightly bent, go ahead and do that. So my right leg is gonna be slightly bent, and as soon as I start bringing my chest down, I raise my leg up, right? As soon as I start lowering my leg, I raise my chest up. So the leg and the chest move in relation to each other, right? So I just went on this side just to show you, I start with a slight bend in the other leg, and I come down and I reach through, and then I come up, right? So now if I go on this side so you can see what my standing leg is doing. Sorry, my lifting leg is doing. I'm trying to lift that leg up as high enough. So you gotta work with the breath, gotta work with your balance, take time. So I exhale as I'm coming down. Inhale as I'm coming back up. This is going to be one of those that really take you time. You know, there's a lot that goes on here. You know, a lot of control that you have to have. So don't be so focused on mimicking exactly how I look. Do what you need to do. Don't worry if you don't raise your leg enough, you don't lower your chest enough. See what you need to do, and most importantly, like, practice. That's it. A lot of you watch a video and you're trying to do the same exact thing the same way that the person doing the video is doing it, when they've been doing that for years and you just got off the couch. Do what you can. So Aim for 10 and 10. Keep your own track. Don't be so reliant on me giving you the count. Sometimes the count, it doesn't even matter. Just do the same amount that you did on one side on the other side. Practice. And if you have more time, don't get locked into, oh, I already did my 10 reps. Do more. We're so in a hurry just to do something, finish, and move on. So I tend to find that when I'm not focused on pressing my foot down, I go over the place. So I'm thinking consciously, pressing my foot down, pressing my toes down. And I'm reaching through that back, that lifted leg. So I'm trying to extend that leg away from the body. All right, that's about cool. So we're going on to our crunches, regular crunches. Let's go ahead and come down onto the ground. Start with our legs bent. I know these crunches, I like to call them reach for the sky, because I have my arms in line with my ears. Just for extra momentum, in order to come up, I swing my arms upward. All right, let's go for 10. So we're gonna exhale as you're swinging up. Let's go. So I'm swinging up here, diagonal line. I'm not trying to come up. So I'm swinging up here. I'm not trying to bring my chest all the way towards my knees, because then I take away all the resistance, the contraction that I was holding within the core. So you want to be lean back a little bit more. So about right here. I don't have to come all the way up here. I want to be about right here. So more at a 45 degree and then come right back down. Let's go ahead. All right. So we're going into a lunge rotation, a variation of this. I know there's a few different ones. But let's go ahead and come down to all four. Start from there. And let's go ahead and step forward with the left foot. All right. So hands still in line. And let's go ahead and lift that right knee away from the ground. Straighten out that right leg. Right? Keep that right foot facing forward. So that leg is nice and straight. So let's go ahead and place your left hand on your instep. Inhale, rotate towards the right. Raise the right arm all the way up. I'm reaching upward. And then slowly come down and just try to thread that hand underneath the leg. Thread the hand underneath the leg. I'm still having that right leg nice and straight. And then I'm coming right back up. Let's do 3 times that. As soon as I finish one side, I start the other. And last, what we got, we have crawls, right? So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna crawl doing the more, I guess, more active one. So I'm gonna crawl moving around. Emily's gonna just stay on her mat and just crawl in that position, right? So I just want you, if you're doing it in place, I just want you to focus on moving the left and the right side from top to bottom and moving the right and left side. So you're thinking about this. If I'm on all four, I'm thinking about, huh, 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 right? So alternate arm, alternate leg. So I start on all four, lift my knees off the ground just a little bit, and I go ahead and do one side. Left hand, right leg, if that's what I want to use. And then use the other ones together, right arm and left leg. So I'm just gonna move through it. I stay low to the ground. I don't want you lifting up your butt so high. I'm bringing the knee all the way forward and then walking it right out. So this is me just actively moving. We do this for about 30 seconds. So you can practice moving forward, you can practice moving backward. So 30 seconds of that. All right. All right, y'all. That's what we got. So do these before you do your resistance, right? Before you go into your kettlebells, this is a warm-up. This is a warm-up and a workout all in itself. So you could just start by doing this one time a week if you're new to this. And then gradually, as the body improves, as you get more fit, then could increase to up to 3 times a week. Space out a day in between. All right?